Ramaswamy.
We deserve better character in the White House.
Former Governor Chris Christie. Live on News Nation, news for all America. The lights are on. The field is set. It's game day in Alabama. And who knows
have some fun
where
here.
the tide will roll in.
What up, Tony?
There's one exotic rice hack that anyone can use to dissolve their belly fat on command. People are liquefying.
Now, I will tell you, YouTube did this new shit, and it's pissing me off. They blocked my ad blocker, so I used to be spoiled without ads. And they said that it's not allowed on their site. So I'm going to get new software, and we'll figure that out. So periodically, there's going to be YouTube ads. Nobody's home right now, so I can fucking yell. So over the next little bit while I'm still on disability, we're gonna do some early afternoon lives when I can. This one involves drinking because we're gonna need a couple of beers to get through this fuck show of a circus. So I'm gonna be calling it early tonight anyway. I got a lot to do tomorrow. So if I caught a little buzz on, took a little nap, it's not the end of the world today. All right. So in the description, you will see. Hey, Eli, what's going on, Bo? You will see the drinking cues. What the fuck is all these prompts? Oh, no, hang on. I think somebody's home. Hang on. Yeah, somebody's home. Alright, well, they're not supposed to be. It's still supposed to be an empty house here. So, I'm gonna fucking yell. What's going on? Hey. What's up, Leia? What's up, Eli? Alright, so we're gonna watch this fucking debate. This is the final debate of whoever's battling to be VP. Alright? Nikki Haley is a piece of shit. Chris Christie is a piece of shit. We already know that. We don't give a fuck about them. So, without further ado, we're going to crack a beer. You can see the, let me see, let's go over them. Let me pull up my fucking description. Can I even pull up my description? I can't even pull up my description. Somebody go in the goddamn description. Either way, anytime they mention Trump, anytime, one of these quote-unquote Republicans say something that's globalist or Warhawkish or actually Maga. They call us Maga extremists, yeah, because we're fucking patriots and we hate the government. And to the government, that does seem extreme. So, whatever. We're gonna, I'm gonna let everybody come in here a second and we're gonna watch this fuck show. I'm sure you guys have all seen snippets, this and that, but I'm gonna give my out-of-the-box reaction. And it should get entertaining the further along it goes on, because I have a feeling that Trump drinking cue is going to get us all somewhat plastered. We'll consider this day drinking, I guess. So, while I still have my sanity and sobriety about me. Flatty, what's up, girl? Hey. I know I still got to do the forklift live reaction. I'm going to start doing some reaction videos. They're fun. And it works real well with the software that I'm rocking. I gotta upgrade. I gotta get a new computer so I can start hosting panels and all that shit. But one step at a time. Alright. That's these motherfuckers.
Of the year, live from the University of Alabama. I'm Megyn Kelly, host of the Megyn Kelly Show podcast on SiriusXM.
I'm Eliana Johnson with the Washington Free Beacon.
And I'm Elizabeth Vargas with News Nation, and we are live on News Nation and the CW.
I don't know any of these people. Anybody know any of these fucking people? I wish they would have had Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson, and who else? Alex Jones host the goddamn debate. That would have been something. Hey, GOP, Republican Party, you really want to ignite the world? Yeah. Have fucking Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, and Tucker Carlson. And Elon Musk, throw him in there too. Fuck it. Throw them all in. Have them all host a town hall. Who the fuck are these people? I don't know these people. I'm already upset.
It is make or break time for the candidates on this stage right now.
Make or break for vice president. None of these people are going to be the nominee. We already know. Trump is the nominee. That's why he don't even bother to show up to these things. They're battling for VP position.
With the primary starting just weeks away. And we have a lot to cover over the next 2 hours. So let's begin with tonight's rules. Candidates will have 90 seconds to answer questions, 60 seconds to give a rebuttal at the moderator's discretion. You will all see the timing lights that will indicate when time is up and it's time to stop talking.
And the time we have is critical over the next 2 hours, so we ask the audience to please keep your applause to a minimum.
All right, with that, let's get started. On stage tonight, 4 candidates, all vying to become their party's nominee. And given the state of affairs in our political system right now, one of you might very well do it. Even many Democrats now admit that President Biden is a weak candidate.
Biden would stand a
just as
chance
many
against
Republicans
Trump.
acknowledge that former President Donald Trump's multiple legal troubles could imperil his quest for a second term.
With the
all of
debate.
which means
Can you hear me and the
one
debate?
of you could wind up the leader of the free
Let's
world.
do a quick little mic check. 1
Having
2
said
1
that,
2.
Mr.
How's
Trump
that
is nearly
sound?
50
That's good?
points ahead of all of you in the national polls. 29 points ahead in Iowa, where the GOP caucuses are less than 6 weeks away.
Am I better? Is that better?
So as Republicans get ready to
Well, now
vote
am I
on
too
whether
loud?
any
That's
of you
good?
might be preferable
Better
to
right there?
Mr. Trump, we begin with the question of electability.
I want to kind of match it.
Governor DeSantis, your campaign and its super PAC have spent
Thank you,
the
Mike.
most money, had the most high net worth donors, and had a wave of momentum coming into this race after your big re-election win in Florida. You were seen by many as the candidate most likely to consolidate the non-Trump field. But here we are, a month out from the first real votes.
Carolina. Nikki Haley came in. What they did was they completely cleared and destroyed an entire trailer park that thousands and, if not hundreds or thousands of people lived in. And told them, you have to move. We're going to build a Boeing factory here. And left a lot of these people homeless and scrambling to look for places. And then she brags about it. Oh, we're production, this and that. She took her constituents and tore them from their fucking homes. Nobody talks about this. But I know. I know because I was watching The Angry Grandpa, and that was a part of his whole thing when that happened. He was flipping out. Who is this lady? She's forcing us from our homes. Now, if the homes were able to be towed or moved, they moved them. If they weren't, these people had to buy all new fucking homes. And you're talking about a trailer park, people who were just barely getting by. And she left them all homeless to bring in Boeing. And then it just sat empty for years and years and years. They forced these people to seek shelter and then left the place barren for years and years and years. And that's what she brags about when she talks about Boeing. It's not good on her. What I will do, I'll do over the next couple of days. I'll pull up those Angry Grandpa videos, and you could see from the side of the people what it was like when that fucking cunt took over. Okay? I don't like Nikki Haley. And I thought, what is she even doing on the debate stage? Didn't she say she wasn't going to run if Donald Trump was running? So what is she even doing on the stage? Now, she started her whole fucking race for presidency as just a blatant liar. I'm not going to run. Now if Trump's running. All right, so what the fuck are you doing on the debate stage? I'm running for president. But you said you weren't going to. Yeah, that's what I said. But this is what I'm doing. So let's keep that pretty fucking clear. This bitch is a Warhawk piece of shit globalist. And that's why Democrats even like her. I'm sorry. But she's out. Out. She doesn't belong anywhere near any goddamn government seat. I don't care if it's a fucking dog catcher.
Trump, who is not only dominating in the early states, but is beating you in Florida by over 30 points. Is it fair to say, as Senator Tim Scott did when he dropped out, that voters are telling you not no, but not now?
So we have a great idea in America that the voters actually make these decisions, not pundits or pollsters. I'm sick of hearing about these polls because I remember those polls in November of 2022. They said there was going to be a big red wave. It was going to be monumental, and that crashed and burned. The one place it didn't crash and burn was in the state of Florida.
And New York. I will say the only fucking red wave you guys got in this country was in the state of New York. We're the only reason you have a fucking majority. New York is not the Yankees you think we are. The city does not represent us. In fact, we're a solid red state outside of the city and Westchester County, upstate New York. New York is a red fucking state. We're not a bunch of fucking left-wing nimrods. We're occupied by them in the city. And the city doesn't represent us. We're not allowed to vote in city elections, but we catch the consequences. If I want to go through the city, I got to pay all the fucking tolls. I am literally held hostage by the city of New York, sitting on this goddamn sandbar.
We weren't predicting that I would win the way I did, and I won the greatest Republican victory in the history of the state of Florida. I'm looking forward to Iowa and New Hampshire. The voters are going to be able to speak, and we're going to earn this nomination. And here's what we need. I am sick of Republicans who are not willing to stand up and fight back against what the left is doing to this country. You've got to be willing to stand strong, and you've got to be willing to beat these people. I'm the only one running for president that has beaten these people on issue after issue. We beat the teachers' unions when we did school choice. We beat Fauci on COVID. We beat George Soros when we removed 2 of his radical district attorneys. We beat the Democrats on election integrity. I have delivered results. That's what we need for this country. And you have other candidates up here like Nikki Haley.
Okay. Ron DeSantis as VP, Donald Trump as president. You got 12 fucking years of prosperity. The man's delivered. Little Mr. fucking heel wedge here. Little shoe lift here. Mr. Forklift, Mr. Booster Seat. Governor Ron the Booster Seat. He has delivered. That's true. I say a Trump DeSantis ticket is a dream ticket and it's undefeatable. And I have a feeling that's kind of why he hasn't gone so crazy hard after Trump. Why are you gonna diss your future boss? Just my my thinkings.
He caves anytime the left comes after her, anytime the media comes after her. I did a bill in Florida to stop the gender mutilation of minors. It's child abuse and it's wrong. She opposes that bill. She thinks it's fine and the law shouldn't get involved with it. If you're not willing to stand up for the kids, if you're not willing...
Alright, this is why I'm going to lose some fucking followers. I'm sorry, ladies. You are emotional creatures. And the bleeding heartstrings, the bleeding hearts of suburban women has really played a big role in where this nation is today.
Willing to stand up and say that it is wrong to mutilate these kids, then you're not going to fight for the people back home. I will fight for you and I will win for you.
We bring you the information that helps you make.
This is one of them fucking ads I warned you about. This is bullshit. YouTube, for the goddamn record, I'm never subscribing to your premium. You censoring fucking CommieTube bullshit. Never gonna get a dime from me. I'm gonna start moving over to Rumble. Rumble's nice, and you could kind of that and Patreon. There will be a Patreon. This way you could get the after hours because I don't even know that Rumble can handle some of my rants sometimes. All right, back to it.
Ambassador Haley, you left government service
We'll take
in
a sip for that
2018
mega
with
rant.
just $100,000 in the bank. 5 years later, you're reportedly worth $8 million, thanks to lucrative corporate speeches and board memberships like you had with Boeing. Weeks ago, you met with Wall Street heavyweights, including leaders from J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and BlackRock. Several other billionaire investors are reportedly ready to endorse you, or recently have. all of which comes with expectations. Aren't you too tight with the banks and the billionaires to win over the GOP's working class base, which mostly wants to break the system?
I'm cheating. I'm just kind of drinking beer and watching it.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here. You know, first I'll tell you, just to respond to Ron, he continues to lie about my record. I actually said his Don't Say Gay bill didn't go far enough because it only talked about gender until the 3rd grade. And
Whoa. Okay. All right. She just said everything she had to say. I said his Don't Say Gay bill. All right, so you just matched the fucking label that the lawyers are chanting. Why would you even? That's a dog whistle.
And I said it shouldn't be done at all, that's for parents to talk about, it shouldn't be talked about with schools. In reference to donors coming on board, look, we will take support from anybody we can take support from, but
Whoa. What about the CCP? What about Iran? What about ISIS? What about Hamas? You gonna take support from anybody? All right.
I have been a conservative fighter all my life. I was a Tea Party candidate when I became governor. We opposed every single corporate bailout we possibly could. We passed tort reform. We passed one of the toughest illegal immigration laws.
She made thousands of people fucking homeless in the name of Boeing and then left the land barren for years.
In the country. We passed pro-life bills. We moved in unemployment from 11% to 3%. We took on the unions, and we took on Obama when it came to the unions, the Syrian refugees, and everything in between.
You took homes from thousands of citizens.
And so I've had a fight. And so as much as Ron says that's not true. But
and she did it for big corporate fucking money. This bitch is a hack. Fuck this bitch. She's Nancy Pelosi and with a facelift and a wig.
When it comes to these corporate people that want to suddenly support us, we'll take it. But I don't ask them what their policies are. They ask me what my policies are. And I tell them what it is. Sometimes
that whole thing, I've never lost a race. Yeah, until now, bitch. Yeah, you said you weren't even going to run in this race. You don't belong here. What the fuck are you even doing? Stealing airtime right now from people who planned on running. You weren't going to run.
They agree with me. Sometimes they don't. Some don't like how tough I am on China. Some don't like the fact that I've signed pro-life bills. Some don't like the fact that I may oppose corporate bailouts. Some
don't like the fact that you were like a dictator and rendered